Hi Libra, how are you? Um, we'll see what we have here. You already know the mechanics of the way I do the reading, so kind of, rough up lines and then put together the story. So let's start it. You have in the main three cards, you have the Strength reverse, the World upright, and the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Following my instance, what I feel is like you kind of have some doubts. You're going to be able to finish what you started. And it seems that you will, but it's going to require from you more work. Okay, I'm just saying. But let's keep going, because here you have what is underneath the situation, what is bidden right there. You don't see it, but you can feel it. And what we have here is the Seven of Seas, is like saying the Seven of Cups upright, and the Two of Earth. What is kind of the Two of Wands reversed? No, sorry, Two of Pentacles reversed. For me, those two cards in that specific combination, it's like you are going through too many distractions, many tasks, like they are scattering the energies and your thoughts, It's like you are dreaming, but you are not taking action. So at least not seriously. And that things become an issue financially. But let's keep going, because what surrounds you here is the Eight of Pentacles reverse and the Nine of Wands reverse. And when I see this, guys, I believe there is quite a copy of the main thing going on here. Nine of Wands are telling us that you want to give up. You are not sure if you're going to achieve what you do in the war in this case, but. And here's the Eight of Pentacles, literally the same card, the same position. So what that comes to my mind, that is surroundings, okay? So what it comes to my mind is like, and keep in mind this it's the copy of that. It's like yeah, it's a fact that you need more training. Okay, we got it. More studies, maybe. But it's like what is surrounding you is rubbing off on you, It's like someone has told you that you cannot do it. And you are believing that. You are living that. That is the fact. It may be true that you need more studies, but it's like, no, I will never going to be able to do it. That surrounds you, that idea surrounds you, and you are believing that, you are living that. Okay, guys, but let's continue, because in the approach, we have the Hermit reverse and the Nine of Swords reverse, both of them. I believe they are telling you that it's really time for you to get out in order to recover your mental peace, your strength. And it's in some ways or how you have to get out, be brave, and kind of reprogram your mindset, because you have been damaged, psychologically damaged, with some limiting beliefs. But here we have the Four of Cups from above and the Six of Deniers. And what I think is a very nice thing. Here underneath it says hopelessness. Hopelessness. And here it says in the Six of Pentacles, it says divine healing. What I believe is in your hopelessness, you will find that you are not alone. In this card, if you realize, maybe you cannot see it, but there is an angel here, okay? In that state that you are that you are having a lot of self-pity by yourself, you're going to realize that you are not alone, and you will get a hand, someone to help you out, but you have to want it. This is a key question. Do you want to be helped? No more excuses. Do you want to be helped? Like Jesus here, before to heal that person, he asked him, would you like to be well? Okay, so now we have all those outlines. Let's see what the story is. Keeping in mind underneath the the cards underneath the decks. Remember what we had, the approach that we have is like it was time for you to get out of that pity party that you were having and try to reprogram your mind. And here is as the Three of Wands reversed. What makes me feel like you may be acting a little bit antisocial here. We have a Hermit reverse and Modi too. And even it's like you may know by now that you need help, but it's like you're doubting here to go outside, to go out there. Perhaps you don't feel prepared. Okay, we got it. We got it. Do you think they're going to mock you? No. It is very honorable for you to improve, to grow in life, professionally, personally, in all those aspects. And, if you believe, you are seeing how damaging it has been for you, this situation. And it seems that you are awakening, feeling that need to do something. If that is what you feel, you're in the right path. Nobody has born knowing everything. That comes from life experience, studies, training. You want to improve your life financially or personally. You have to work on yourself through those studies, through knowledge, through understanding, through wisdom. You have to get wisdom. And that sometimes comes through studies or through specific training. Guys, Libra, you are awakening of that. It's time to keep going. And here, remember what we said in the surroundings. It's like you were kind of copying, like believing what someone has told you. And maybe right that you need more study, but let me take this thing and show you. Maybe right. And here you have the Four of Wands, and it's reversed. I'm not saying you don't need to study more. I'm not saying that you don't need to training, and you should be the first one to recognize that. But if you want to celebrate, if you want this Four of Wands, made the whole celebration, you have, this card requires the conclusion of something, and that is mean those studies, or that training, or that preparation, and that finishing the process you are immersed on now, and you have to do your job, and you have to. This is a call not to allow anyone to tell you, to convince you that you can or you cannot. You are not your circumstances, believe me, or what someone says about you. Try to start to take out of your mind. That is BS, and I'm not talking about Bible study, okay, guys? So let's continue here, because we have the Two of Earth and the Seven of Seas, Seven of Cups, upright, and the Two of Pentacles reverse. And we were saying what? We were saying that here you have scattered all your energies. And what we can see here is that you have a lack of action. I'm going to take what is underneath right now. Oh my goodness. Cards are tough today. Okay. What you have underneath the deck is the Strength card. Yes, we know that there is a lack of action here, a lot of thinking, a lot of dreaming, but the fact is, it seems to me that for you it's not funny anymore because the finances are very short and you need to improve your income no matter what. So I believe this is an advice for you. Then the first thing to do is, the first step is to get back to your personal strength. We're not talking here about going to the gym. For some people will be, but it's not the case. We're talking here about to put yourself together, you know, and by that I mean body, soul, mind, all together, and get out there and do what you have to do. You have to get the job done. You know, these cards are showing the problem, the distraction, and the lack of action. You maybe are starting to say, oh, poor me, look at me, my ends don't meet because this, I don't have money for that. You know, don't be a charlatan. Be a doer. Not talker, doer. Okay? It's time for you to, it's a wake-up call, this thing, what is going on here. Let's keep going because we said exactly the copy here, doubting about if you're going to complete, and a lot of work because it requires a lot of extra work from you. Let me tell you. You have the Queen of Pentacles reverse. Remember the doubts, the lack of determination. I believe that someone has been used an excuse here of like, I don't have any money to do it. My finances are short. Well, you know what? If that is the case, it could be true. I'm not saying you're lying. But if it is true, maybe that's why you have to do it. You know? It's time for you to plan ahead. It's time to you to really plan how to achieve that goal and make it happen. You have to be practical. You have to be very pragmatic here. Just one step at a time and don't look back. Honestly, just keep going till it's done, till it's finished. That is the best advice. She is the Queen of Pentacles. She's full, I don't know, her heart is like the machine that keeps her going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And you have to be like this. Focus your mind and your goal and your objective and don't stop till you achieve it. With kindness, with love, you don't have to freak out. Just believe it is possible and you're going to see how you're going to achieve it. And remember what we said here, okay? You know, in your biggest moment of despair, when you feel hopelessness, you are going to realize that you are not by yourself. You will find that if you want, only if you want, guys, okay, you will be helped. And I'm saying that because you have the star too. The star is at the bottom of the decks. And it's the star of Bethlehem. And we're talking here that perhaps could be through a loan, could be through a friend, could be through state help, could be through a scholarship, a bonus, a prize, you know. But it seems that you're going to be moving forward. If you know the story of the three Magi, they traveled all the way to Bethlehem to present gifts to the baby Jesus Christ. And so it seems like you are going to receive that gift. But it's also the start has a connotation of healing, of kind of a fresh start, kind of optimist point of view, and also success. So guys, all these things considered, let's see what the rune says in addition, because here you have Manats as in reverse. what makes me feel that you have been so far your own enemy, your worst enemy. It's kind of, you have been seeing these things in a very coward way, kind of self-centered, and also kind of, it has been perfect for you to use as a calling for affection from others, poor me, But it's time for you with Pedro. It's time for you to see the bigger picture, It's time for you to do what you have to do. And it seems to me that it could be, you could find an unexpected gain. Could be any of the things I told you before. Could be a prize. Could be someone who decides to help you out, to give you a hand, because he sees in you what he was, or maybe you go to a contest and you win a financial prize that is going to help you out to finish your studies, or a scholarship. I don't know. The only thing that's going to make the difference here is like you reach that point, that threshold, that say, I don't want to stay in this situation anymore, and I'm going to do something. You have to take action. It's your determination, it's your decisions. Once you take the decision, everything goes. Everything started with a very small step. Libra, this is a fantastic reading. I know it sounds like no, but it is a waking call for you. It's a life check telling you, don't stay doing nothing, because you're going to suffer the consequences. You have to finish whatever it is. It could be not coming back to studies, but it could be just to finish that application about a new job that you never finish. It could be many things, a process that you started but you didn't finish. Just because laziness, maybe because, no, I'm sure they are not going to take my resume in consideration. I don't care. You finish what you started. If not, you're going to regret it all your life. Finish what you started. That application for that job, the last semester, the last lesson of this training. If you are recovering from an addiction, you have to complete all the steps. Or, guys, everyone knows, this is a general reading, everyone knows what the unfinished business they have. So here is a big call telling you, finished. You're going to be grateful because something good comes from that.